lesson, we would like to make one thing clear. The speeches we analyze are chosen purely for academic purposes. Our selection is based on the speaker's global influence and mastery of the English language. We do not endorse or oppose their political or social views. In this video, we take a deep dive into the speeches of Dr. Tedros Adhanom, the Director General of the World Health Organization. He is often referred to as the Lion of Geneva due to his African heritage and outstanding leadership of the WHO, headquartered in Geneva. Dr. Tedros is a master communicator. We meticulously analyzed over 21 hours of his speeches to extract powerful language lessons that will elevate your English proficiency. What's in store for you? Grammar takeaway. Master Cleft sentences, inversion structures, and verb tenses to refine your English expression. Idiomatic expressions. Learn commonly used phrases like walk the talk, turn back the tide, reinvent the wheel, and understand how to use them naturally. Vocabulary mastery. Expand your word power with impactful terms such as solidarity, eradication, and mandate, essential for academic and professional success. Quiz time. Challenge yourself with a 10-question quiz to reinforce your learning. Join us as we break down real-world English, helping you communicate with confidence and precision. If you enjoy our teaching approach, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Quest Advanced English. Now, let's get started. Section 1. Grammar takeaway. In this section, we explore cleft sentences for emphasis, inversion structures for advanced fluency, and verb tense mastery for accuracy in real-world contexts. These elements will help you express ideas with greater clarity and impact. Cleft sentences. Usage and importance. Cleft sentences are used to emphasize a particular part of a sentence by restructuring it. This helps make information clearer, especially in spoken or written communication where emphasis is needed. They often begin with it is, was, or what. Example, normal sentence. I love Ethiopian cuisine the most. Cleft sentence. It is Ethiopian cuisine that I love the most. 2. Inversion sentences. Usage and importance. Inversion sentences occur when the normal word order, subject-verb, is reversed, typically for emphasis, style, or informal writing. They are often used after negative adverbs such as never, seldom, and hardly. Example, normal sentence. I have never seen such a beautiful view. Inverted sentence. Never have I seen such a beautiful view.
And many are asking.
3. Verb tense. In this section, we focus on the 5 most commonly used tenses in speaking and writing: simple present, present perfect, present continuous, simple past, and simple future. Mastering these tenses will enhance your fluency and accuracy in communication. Usage and importance. Verb tenses indicate the time of an action or event. They are essential for effective communication as they provide clarity about when something happens. Simple present. Used for habitual actions, general truths, and facts. Example, she studies every day.
And I was saying to your colleagues, triple L foundation. The live, love, and...
Present perfect. Used for actions that happened at an unspecified time in the past or have relevance to the present. Example, I have visited Addis Ababa before.
As you know, the number of cases of COVID has already reached more than 7 million. And the most affected areas, especially the epicenters now, are the Americas and South Asia.
For example, since the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control came into force nearly 2 decades ago, smoking has decreased by 20% globally.
So that's why we have started this sustainable financing to address the challenges that you said, Gordon. For instance, the flexible funding we have, which we call assessed contribution from governments.
Present continuous. Used for actions happening right now or ongoing trends. Example, he is reading a book.
So a government that knows where it would like to be and how to get there.
Simple future. used for actions that will happen in the future. Example, she will start her new job next month.
So we will constantly check the disease situation or the epidemic situation.
Section 2. Idiomatic Expression. In this section, we delve into commonly used idiomatic expressions that add depth and fluency to your English. Mastering these phrases will enhance your ability to communicate naturally and effectively in various contexts. A game changer.
Many challenges we face in WHO.
Meaning, a significant event, idea, or innovation that completely changes the way something is done or perceived. Example, the introduction of smartphones was a game changer in the technology industry, revolutionizing communication and access to information. A reality check.
About fear and panic.
Yes, global markets, and based on that we decide.
Meaning, a moment of realization that forces someone to reassess their beliefs, expectations, or situation based on the actual facts. Example, failing the PhD entrance exam was a reality check for him, making him realize that he needed to prepare more. Meaning, a short period during which an opportunity exists before it disappears or becomes less favorable. Example, the government's new funding program provided a window of opportunity for small businesses to secure financial support. Finger pointing. Meaning, blaming others for problems or failures instead of taking responsibility or finding a solution. Example, instead of finger-pointing over the failed project, the team should focus on finding a way to fix the issues. Reinventing the wheel.
Where do you expect the biggest advances to come in the next few years?
Achieve all the SDG targets.
Meaning, wasting time and effort trying to develop something that already exists instead of using existing solutions. Example, the new manager insisted on redesigning the reporting system, but the employees felt he was just reinventing the wheel since a functional system was already in place. Walk the talk. Meaning, to act in accordance with what one says or promises, demonstrating commitment through actions rather than just words. Example, if the CEO truly values employee well-being, he must walk the talk by providing better working.
The facts on the ground don't show that.
Meaning, the real and current situation in a particular place, often differing from what is assumed or officially presented. Example, while the company claimed the project was on schedule, the facts on the ground showed that there were significant delays.
We need to own our own business. We need to own our own destiny.
Meaning, to take full control of one's future and make decisions that shape one's life instead of relying on others. Example, instead of waiting for opportunities to come his way, he decided to own his destiny and start his own consulting. Meaning, a situation where both parties compromise or make mutual concessions to reach an agreement. Example, a successful marriage requires give and take as both partners need to make compromises for the relationship to thrive. Day in, day out. Meaning, something that happens continuously or repeatedly over a long period, often implying monotony. Example, he worked tirelessly day in, day out to build his business, sacrificing weekends and holidays to ensure its success. The facts speak for themselves.
And register better for the future.
Meaning, the truth or evidence is so clear that no further explanation is needed. Example, the company's profits have doubled this year. The facts speak for themselves about the success of the new strategy. In good faith. Meaning, acting with honest intentions, sincerity, or fairness without deception. Example, the supplier assured us that the deal was made in good faith, but the delay. Meaning, progress or improvement in a situation or process. Example, the new training program is a step forward in improving employee productivity and skill development. Chart a new course.
Health.
Meaning, to take a different path or make a fresh plan for the future. Example, after years in corporate jobs, she decided to chart a new course and start her own business. Practice what you preach.
The very successful walk the talk event last Sunday and the regular yoga sessions during our committee meetings have helped to liven up the assembly and are important statements that we practice what we preach.
meaning to follow the advice or principles that one promotes or expects others to follow. Example, a leader should practice what they preach by demonstrating integrity and hard work rather than just talking about it. Turn back the tide.
You have also
Meaning, to stop or reverse a negative trend or situation that seems inevitable. Example, the government is trying to turn back the tide of inflation by implementing strict financial policies. Take ownership, meaning, to accept responsibility and accountability for one's actions or decisions. Example, instead of blaming others for the mistake, he chose to take ownership and find a solution. It's a matter, meaning, something is certain to happen. The only question is the timing. Example, with their rapid expansion, it's a matter of when, not if the company will become a market leader. We all have a role to play, meaning, everyone is responsible and must contribute to achieving a goal or solving a problem. Example, climate change is a global issue, and we all have a role to play in reducing our carbon footprint. A roller coaster ride, meaning, a situation with many ups and downs, often involving extreme emotions or unpredictability. Example, launching a startup has been a roller coaster ride. One moment we're celebrating success, and the next, we're struggling with challenges. Get the ball rolling. Process. Example, the manager decided to get the ball rolling on the new policy changes by scheduling a team meeting. Boiling inside.
and the second side impregnated bed nets in just 2 years.
Meaning, feeling intense anger or frustration, but not expressing it outwardly. Example, he remained calm during the argument, but everyone could tell he was boiling inside. Plague humanity.
On diseases that have plagued humanity for centuries. You have committed to implementing a roadmap to reduce deaths from cholera.
Meaning, to cause continuous suffering or difficulty for people on a large scale. Example, poverty and inequality continue to plague humanity, despite advancements in technology and resources. Doing some soul searching, meaning, deeply reflecting on one's values, beliefs, or life choices. Example, after failing the exam, he spent weeks doing some soul searching about his future career path. Follow your heart. Meaning, to make decisions based on emotions and passion rather than logic or external pressure. Example, she had a stable job, but she chose to follow her heart and become a musician. Cherry picking.
We could be punished.
Meaning, selecting only the best or most convenient parts while ignoring others, often in a biased way. Example, the politician was accused of cherry-picking data to support his argument while ignoring opposing facts. In good hands. Meaning, being taken care of by a capable or trustworthy person. Example, don't worry about your child. She's in good hands with the experienced babysitter. We cannot pay people with praise. Meaning, verbal appreciation is not enough. People need financial or material compensation for their work. Example, the employees are demanding salary raises because they know we cannot pay people with praise alone. The glass ceiling must be smashed. Meaning, barriers preventing certain groups, especially women and minorities, from advancing in their careers must be removed. Example, more women are stepping into leadership roles, proving that the glass ceiling must be smashed for true equality. Waiting
for scraps.
Meaning, hoping for small, leftover benefits or opportunities instead of getting fair treatment. Example, the workers demanded fair wages, saying they were tired of waiting for scraps from the company's profits. Section 3. Vocabulary Mastery. In this section, we explore high-impact vocabulary that is essential for academic and professional success. Strengthening your word bank will enhance your clarity, precision, and confidence in communication. 1. Infirmity. Meaning, a physical or mental weakness, often due to age or illness. Similar expressions, frailty, debility, ailment. Example, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd U.S. President, led the country despite suffering from polio, an infirmity that left him paralyzed from the waist down. 2. Flagship initiative. Meaning, the most important or leading project, program, or effort in an organization or government. Similar expressions, premier project, leading endeavor, signature program. Example, the European Green Deal is the EU's flagship initiative to make Europe carbon neutral by 2050. 3. Candor.
I'm saying candor is necessary on this also, because organizations can only survive if there is candor.
Meaning, the quality of being open, honest, and straightforward in expression. Similar expressions, frankness, sincerity, transparency. Example, Abraham Lincoln was known for his candor in dealing with political and national issues, earning him the nickname Honest Abe. 4. Retaliate.
Dealing with an emergency response to a massive malaria outbreak in the country. As a minister, it was a good opportunity for me to retaliate.
Meaning, to respond to an attack or wrongdoing with a counteraction. Similar expressions, avenge, reprisal, counterattack. Example, the United States' response to Pearl Harbor in World War II was a massive military retaliation against Japan. 5. Embolden.
That was what emboldened my anger on malaria, and for that matter, any outbreak or emergency, and the passion for public health.
Meaning, to give someone the confidence or courage to act. Similar expressions, encourage, inspire, strengthen. Example, the civil rights movement emboldened many African Americans to fight for equality in the U.S. 6. Surveillance.
The reform covered all building blocks of the health system, be it service delivery, workforce, health financing, health management information system, pharmaceutical supply system, emergency response system, which included disease surveillance, detection, early response, and recovery system.
Meaning, the act of closely observing or monitoring people, places, or activities, often for security purposes. Similar expressions, monitoring, spying, oversight. Example, CCTV surveillance is widely used in cities like London to prevent and investigate crimes. 7. Pandemic.
As far as WHO is concerned, we don't believe that we have reached that pandemic level.
Meaning, a disease outbreak that spreads across multiple countries or continents, affecting a large number of people. Similar expressions, global epidemic, widespread outbreak, health crisis. Example, the COVID-19 pandemic caused worldwide disruptions in 2020, leading to lockdowns and economic crises. 8. Forensic.
Even some colleagues told me how the journalist had done forensic something, so this is true, and so on.
Meaning, related to scientific methods used in crime investigations. Similar expressions, criminal investigation, scientific analysis, legal examination. Example, DNA forensics played a key role in solving the O.J. Simpson case in the 1990s. 9. Overarching.
We need a generational commitment that outlives budgetary cycles, election cycles, and media cycles. That creates an overarching framework for connecting the political, financial, and technical mechanisms needed for strengthening global health security.
Meaning, something that includes or affects everything within a broader scope. Similar expressions, all-encompassing, comprehensive, pervasive. Example, climate change is an overarching issue that impacts economies, societies, and ecosystems worldwide. 10. Instrumental.
Germany was also instrumental in the development of the Global Action Plan for Healthy Lives and Well-being for All, bringing the global health community together to drive progress towards the Sustainable Development Goals.
Meaning, playing a crucial role in achieving something. Similar expressions, pivotal, essential, key. Example, Rosa Parks' protest was instrumental in sparking the Montgomery bus boycott and the civil rights movement. 11. Nascent.
Just suggestions. And as you know, on democracy and human rights, our democracy is a nascent one, and there are many areas that we need to strengthen.
Meaning, in the early stages of development or existence. Similar expressions, emerging, budding, developing. Example, the nascent tech industry in the early 2000s saw the rise of giants like Facebook and Google. 12. Epicenter.
As you know, the number of cases of COVID has already reached more than 7 million. And the most affected areas, especially the epicenters now, are the Americas and South Asia.
Meaning, the central point of something, often referring to the origin of an earthquake or crisis. Similar expressions: ground zero, focal point, hotspot. Example: Wuhan, China, was the epicenter of the COVID-19 outbreak in late 2019. 13. Trespassing.
They will be in trouble.
Meaning, entering someone's property or space without permission. Similar expressions: intrusion, encroachment, unlawful entry. Example: the U.S. Capitol riot in January 2021 involved thousands of people trespassing into a federal building illegally. 14. Solidarity.
And we also...
Meaning, unity and mutual support within a group, especially in difficult times. Similar expressions: unity, camaraderie, brotherhood. Example: during the Black Lives Matter movement, people across the world showed solidarity by protesting against racial injustice. 15. Multilateral.
WHO is a multilateral agency, and its values actually are centered on treating everybody the same way.
Meaning, involving multiple nations or parties working together on a common issue. Similar expressions: international, cooperative, joint. Example: the United Nations (UN) is a multilateral organization that promotes global peace and cooperation. 16. Humility.
One thing I can say is, if there is anything we can learn from this pandemic, it's humility. As you can see, an invisible virus has locked down the whole world.
Meaning, a modest view of one's importance, showing a lack of arrogance. Similar expressions: modesty, meekness, humbleness. Example: Mahatma Gandhi was known for his humility, despite being a major figure in India's independence movement. 17. Mandate.
The general program of work you approved gives us a strong mandate and an ambitious agenda to get on with.
Meaning, an official order or authorization to carry out a specific task. Similar expressions: directive, command, authority. Example: the World Health Organization, WHO, has a mandate to coordinate international health responses during pandemics. 18. Eradication.
You endorsed our 5-year strategic plan on polio transition to strengthen country health systems that could be affected by the scaling down of the global polio eradication initiative.
Meaning, the complete removal or destruction of something harmful. Similar expressions: elimination, abolition, extinction. Example: the eradication of smallpox in 1980 was one of the greatest achievements in medical history. 19. Curtail.
The spread of the virus was curtailed and the lockdown was removed.
Meaning, to reduce, limit, or cut short something. Similar expressions: restrict, diminish, reduce. Example: governments imposed strict lockdowns to curtail the spread of COVID-19. 20. Stagnating.
But it's still far too many, and in some parts of the world, Africa, the Middle East, and small island developing states, progress is stagnating.
Meaning, failing to develop, progress, or grow. Similar expressions: stalling, declining, slowing down. Example: many economies were stagnating during the global financial crisis of 2008. 21. Disruptions.
Severe disruptions to health systems have led to excess mortality and avoidable deaths in many countries.
Meaning, unexpected disturbances or interruptions in normal processes. Similar expressions: interruptions, disturbances, obstructions. Example: the COVID-19 pandemic caused major disruptions in global supply chains and transportation. 22. Deterrence. Meaning, the act of discouraging an action, especially through fear or consequences. Similar expressions: prevention, discouragement, restraint. Example: the Cold War nuclear arms race was based on the strategy of deterrence to prevent war between the US and the Soviet Union. 23. Silos. Meaning, isolated systems, departments, or groups that do not share information or collaborate. Similar expressions: isolation, segregation, fragmentation. Example: many large corporations struggle with silos between departments, leading to poor communication and inefficiency. 24. Holistic.
Responsible for the health of your citizens, and you want a holistic offering from WHO, which helps you to improve the health of your citizens.
Meaning, considering the whole system rather than just individual parts. Similar expressions: comprehensive, integrated, all-encompassing. Example: traditional Chinese medicine takes a holistic approach, treating the whole body instead of just symptoms. 25. Impoverishment.
At present, only about half of the world's people have access to healthcare without impoverishment. This needs to improve dramatically.
Meaning, the state of being extremely poor or deprived of resources. Similar expressions: destitution, poverty, deprivation. Example: the Great Depression led to widespread impoverishment in the United States, with millions losing their jobs and homes. Section 4. Quiz time. In this section, test your understanding with a 10-question quiz designed to reinforce key lessons from the video. Challenge yourself and track your progress in mastering advanced English skills. You have 5 seconds to answer each question, but if you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Instruction: choose the alternative that best describes the underlined term. 1.
I think the first, we're derailed from the sustainable development goals. I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel.
A. Start from scratch. B. Build a new system. C. Develop an alternative. D. Change directions. The correct answer is A. Start from scratch, because reinvent the wheel means starting from the very beginning to develop something again. 2.
The very successful walk the talk event last Sunday and the regular yoga sessions during our committee meetings have helped to liven up the assembly and are important statements that we practice what we preach.
A. Speak eloquently. B. Lead by example. C. Follow instructions. D. Preach loudly. The correct answer is B. Led by example, because practice what we preach means to act according to what we advocate. 3.
You have also made important commitments to turning back the tide on diseases that have plagued humanity for centuries.
A. Fighting back. B. Waiting patiently. C. Accepting reality. D. Ignoring issues. The correct answer is A. Fighting back, because turning back the tide refers to combating something difficult or adverse. 4.
It has been a 1 year of roller coaster. You have each made extraordinary contributions, and the world is counting on us to work together. And I would love to work with my colleagues, Sania and David.
A. A smooth journey. B. A turbulent time. C. A slow process. D. A steady path. The correct answer is B. A turbulent time, because a year of roller coaster refers to a period with ups and downs. 5.
Lower-income countries were left behind, waiting for scraps.
A. Hoping for fairness. B. Settling for leftovers. C. Thriving in success. D. Leading the way. The correct answer is B. Settling for leftovers, because waiting for scraps means receiving only a small portion or what is left over. 6.
As you know, the very definition of health is a state of complete mental, physical, and social well-being. It's not merely an absence of disease or infirmity.
A. Weakness. B. Strength. C. Fitness. D. Growth. The correct answer is A. Weakness, because infirmity refers to physical or mental weakness. 7.
So, of course, there could be advice from a friend and a partner, just suggestions. And as you know, on democracy and human rights, our democracy is a nascent one.
A. Fragile. B. Emerging. C. Established. D. Declining. The correct answer is B. Emerging, because nascent means in the early stages of development. 8.
We also give support in terms of logistics, supply chain, and we have started together with WFP, the UN Solidarity Flight.
A. Unity. B. Independence. C. Separation. D. Division. The correct answer is A. Unity, because solidarity refers to mutual support and unity. 9.
You endorsed our 5-year strategic plan on polio transition to strengthen country health systems that could be affected by the scaling down of the global polio eradication initiative.
A. Reduction. B. Elimination. C. Preservation. D. Expansion. The correct answer is B. Elimination, because eradication refers to completely removing or eliminating something. 10.
You're responsible for the health of your citizens, and you want a holistic offering from WHO, which helps you to improve the health of your citizens.
A. Comprehensive. B. Partial. C. Isolated. D. Simplified. The correct answer is A. Comprehensive, because holistic refers to considering the whole system rather than just individual parts.
I will exercise this legitimacy to bring the change and reform we need for this noble organization to reclaim its trust from member states and from every citizen of the world.
Thank you for joining us on this journey to mastering advanced English through the words of one of the world's most influential speakers. We hope you found this lesson insightful and practical for improving your language skills. Keep practicing, stay curious, and apply what you've learned in real-life conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support the channel and help others on their English learning journey. Let us know in the comments what you found most useful and what topics you'd like us to cover next. And don't forget to share your quiz results out of 10 with us in the comments section. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for excellence. See you in the next video.